Hi guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at the brand new Chanel fall for 2022. I picked up some of the items. There's quite a bit in this collection and I love it that there are nude sort of neutrals in there. Absolutely gorgeous. So I picked up 2 nail polishes, I picked up 3 lipsticks, and I also picked up the quad as well. There's also an eyeliner in this collection and a mascara, but I didn't get either of those. So we'll start off taking a look at the nail polishes. I picked up 2 of them. I picked up shade 941 and that one is Spontanea, and 953 and that is Essential. So this is number 941 and this is Spontanea. And I'm wearing it on this hand here. The other nail polish that I've got is more nude than this one. This one has a slight pink in it. I think this is an absolutely gorgeous colour. And then we have 953. It is Essential. And I'm wearing it on this hand here. So you can see that this one is more of a nude colour, but it is really pretty. I really like both. I wasn't quite sure which one I like better, and I don't really have a favourite. I think that both look absolutely gorgeous. There are 8 nail polishes in the collection and they are all limited edition, and I was going to get a third one. There's one that's very dark and I was tempted to buy that, and I still might ring my essay maybe tomorrow and pick 1 or 2 more up because they really are beautiful. These nail polishes went on really well, just like the other Chanel nail polishes that I've got. I put 2 coats for each one and there was no patchiness or streakiness, and you can't see through the colour with just 2 coats. You can't see through to the nail, so 2 coats is definitely enough, and I think both are just absolutely lovely. I love them both. So I've also done some swatches, and this one here is Spontanea, which is 941, and this one is 953 Essential, and this is the colour on my nail here. And I own quite a few of Chanel nail polishes. I have about 12 or 15 in my collection and I really love them, and I get great longevity out of them as well. Now when I put on Chanel nail polish, I do use the Chanel base coat and I also use the gel top coat as well. I usually get a good 5 days out of the nail polish, sometimes more, but I often change it every 3 or 4 days because I just want a change of colour. But they really are beautiful quality, and as I was saying, the ones that I picked up today, they went on just as well as the other Chanel polishes that I own. So now we'll take a look at the eyeshadow quad. This is made in Italy and it has a shelf life of 18 months from date of opening, and it's just the standard packaging. And this one is number 58 Intensity, and this one is limited edition. So here is, I'll just take out the 2 sponges that come with these quads first so they don't fall out. So here is the colour story of Intensity. And I don't know whether the camera will do it justice, but it really is prettier in person than the pictures that I saw. And it's got the deeper purple sort of eggplant colours, but then it's quite interesting because it also has this warm gold as well. So I'll swatch these on my arm and I'll swatch from left to right and top to bottom. So the first shade is like a soft purple, and it is a matte shade, and then is another purple shade, but it's almost like got a bit of taupe in there as well, and that is a shimmer. And then we have the gold shade, and it's sparkly, but it's not chunky, and it feels really, really smooth. And then the last one is also a matte, and it is sort of a deep purple eggplant colour. So I've already got my foundation on. It is Chanel. It is the Waterfresh Tint, the original one, not the latest touch one, because I actually prefer this one. I think it gives a really beautiful finish. I've also powdered under my eyes and the rest of my face. And I've also got bronzer on as well. But everything that I'm putting on today, I will have linked in the description box below. So now let's try this eyeshadow palette out. I am pleased that none of these shades throw red in any way. Red isn't really a colour that I gravitate towards. I have a few eyeshadow palettes with red in it, and I try it every now and then, especially if they have a colour that I don't have to put under my or on my lower lash line, because otherwise it tends to look like I have sore eyes. But I'm just pleased that this doesn't have any red in it. So I'm going to take the Sonia G. This is the Blender Pro, and I'm going to go into this shade here, and I'm going to put that all over my lid and take it right up. This is really pretty. This is blending beautifully as well. And this shade is like a soft purple, sort of a lilac colour. It's really, really pretty. Then I'm going to take the Refer number 14 and I'm going to go into the deepest shade. This is the one sort of like an eggplant colour, and I'm going to put that in the outer corner and just in the outer crease, and take it just slightly above as well. And I'm going to take the Sonia G, this is a soft blender, and I'm just going to keep with that deeper shade, and I'm going to run that under my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take the Refer number 2 and I want to go into this cool toned purple, sort of like a taupey shade. This is really pretty. I think it's going to look really pretty on the eye, and it does. It's a really lovely shimmer. Then I'm going to take the Refer number 3 and I'm going to stick with the same shade, and I'm just going to run that just on my lower lash line, but just through here. Then I'm going to go into this gold shade, and I'm just going to put a little bit just through here. I don't want to go over that other shimmer shade too much. I'm going to take the Refer number 3 again. I'm going to go back into this deepest shade, and I just want to deepen up the lower lash line under here just a little bit more. And I think with this eye look, deep purple or eggplant type of eyeliner would be really lovely, but I actually don't have that colour. I tend to have blacks and quite a lot of browns and some greens and a grey as well, and I don't have a Chanel grey eyeliner. I think grey would go really beautifully with this too, because there's sort of a little bit of grey in the shadow here, and I think that would look really lovely. But I'm going to put on a darker eyeliner, and this is the Chanel one, and this is in the shade Blackwood. So I've now also put on some mascara. I used the Chanel Le Volume, one of my absolute favourite mascaras. And this is the finished eye look, and I really love it. This is so much prettier than I thought that this quad was going to be. I love that shimmer. It's sort of like a taupe purple, and it's got a bit of grey in it, and it's really, really beautiful. And even though the gold seems a bit odd in this quad with the cool colours, and then you've got the warm gold, but it actually looks really pretty through here. I think the final look is really, really gorgeous, and it just blended beautifully. So now I'm just going to pop on some blush. I'm going to use Healthy Pink. This is the number 1 de Chanel, and just put some of that on, and then we'll take a look at the lipsticks. So I picked up 3 of the lipsticks. Now in this collection there are 10 lipsticks, and I think there are 5 that are limited edition and 5 that are going to be permanent. These are the Rouge Allure, the Luminous Intense Lip Colour. Now the 3 shades that I picked up is 195, it's Missy Anu, and 196, a Demi Moi, and then 206, and that one is Illusion. So we'll start off with 196. This is the one Demi Moi, and I hope that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. So it has the pop-up lipstick, and this is the shade 196, a really beautiful nude. And I'll swatch this on the back of my hand, and it feels like the typical Rouge Allure formula. It just feels really buttery and really smooth. What a pretty colour. This is really gorgeous. So I think that 196 looks really lovely. This is a brown nude with a little bit of pink in it, and it's sort of like your lips but better. It's really beautiful and just a gorgeous shade. This is definitely one that I would reach for as part of my everyday makeup. I think this is really, really lovely. So now we'll take a look at number 206. This is Illusion, and this looks like a true nude. Really, really lovely. And this is 206, and this one is 196, the first one that I tried on. So you can see that 196 has more pink in it, and this is a nude and has probably a slight bit of pink in it. So this one is really a true nude, and I really like it. It's not too flat and not too much of a nude colour, not too pale. Some of the ones that are too pale, they just don't look that great, not on my lip colour, but I think this one is really, really pretty. And lastly, we'll look at 195. This is the limited edition one, and this is the shade Missy Anu. So this is the shade Missy Anu, and it's more of a nude. It's not as pink as this one, but it's not as nude as this one either. So I really like this colour too. I like all 3 of them. This one has slightly more pink than the second shade that I tried, but all are really lovely. I'm not quite sure which would be my favourite. Maybe the first shade that I tried on, but only because it has a little bit more pink in it. But I love these nudes. As I said, they're just not too nude and too flat looking, and the formula of these feels really buttery, really creamy, just really, really beautiful on the lips. So I've now taken my headband out, and this is the final look. I didn't change the lipsticks from the third one that I put on. That was the limited edition, that was Missy Anu, and I think altogether it looks really, really gorgeous. I'm really thrilled with the quad. As I was saying earlier in the video, I didn't know what quite to make of it from the photos that I saw on Instagram, but now that I've got it on, I think it is really, really gorgeous. If you like the cooler tones, like the purples and eggplant with a little bit of grey in there, then I think you'll really love this eyeshadow quad. And even the gold looks really beautiful just in the corner here. Really gorgeous. And of course you don't have to wear all 4 shades, just that I was doing this video and I wanted to show you what all the colors look like on the eye. And I really love the 2 nail polishes that I picked up. You can see how they match with the lipstick, and you can get a monochromatic look if you want to, right down to your nail polish. I think it's really, really beautiful. I love these neutral shades. Although I am tempted to perhaps give my essay a call and maybe pick up 1 or 2 of the dark colors. I think they would be quite nice to have in my collection as well. All 3 lipsticks are really beautiful. As I was saying, 5 are limited edition and 5 are part of the permanent range. So if you've got your eye on some of the shades that are limited edition, whether it's the nail polish or whether it's the lipsticks and even the quad, then I probably wouldn't hesitate too much once this collection is released. At the moment it's released in Europe, here in New Zealand, and I think in Canada as well. And I'm not too sure in the USA, possibly about a week away, but I'm not too sure on the dates on that. But I'll definitely grab the ones that you've got your eye on. There's a lot of people out there that love the nude and the neutrals. I'm one of them, and I'm thrilled with this collection. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I think the whole look is very Chanel. It's very sophisticated. You get a little bit of glamour with the shimmer and the gold, but overall I think it's just a really gorgeous look. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye.